everyone, it's Rose and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a huge book haul. I'm so excited to read all these books and show you what I got. Now, just a disclaimer, because I am going to be showing you over 30 books today. This is from months worth. I think I only actually bought 4 of them myself. It has been Christmas and my birthday since the last time I did a book haul, so most of these were gifted to me. I did not spend a crazy amount of money just for this book haul, okay? It's been months in the making, just wanted to put that out there. Like I said, there's over 30 books to go through here. Let's just get straight into them. I've kind of put them in piles. There is a lot of fantasy and fantasy romance, so I think we're gonna start there. Then we've got some thrillers, some romance, and then a couple where I don't actually know what genre they are, so we'll just talk about them ones in the end. But let's get into it. So like I said, starting with fantasy. First up, we have the Defy the Night trilogy by Brigid Kemmer, and I absolutely love these covers. So we have Defy the Night, the first book, and then we have Defend the Dawn and Destroy the Day. This is a huge, I think it's young adult fantasy series. I recently saw Emmy at What Emmy Reads. She's my favourite booktuber and booktalker at the moment. Obsessed with you, girl. I saw her read these a little while ago and she enjoyed them, and that is what spurred me on to read these, honestly. I don't actually know much about them. In a kingdom where sickness stalks the streets and only the richest can afford the cure, King Harriston and his brother Prince Coric are forced to rule with an iron fist. Tessa Cade is masked outlaw marked for death, but she likes it that way. Together with the mysterious, handsome Weston, she robs from the rich to help to the poor, distributing medicine to those who need it most. Okay, it's like a Robin Hood kind of thing. Super excited to read this trilogy. While I go through these, by the way, if there's any you want to see me read in its own video or in a reading vlog, let me know and I'm more than happy to put them all in, because I love doing what's gonna entertain you guys. Then we have a fantasy romance, a romantasy duology, and this is Nectar of the Wicked and Wrath of the Damned by Ella Fields. Liam got me these. I think these ones were for Christmas. This is another one where I saw Emmy read this and I just wanted it for myself. God, I promise this is not in a creepy way. I just love your videos. So this is fae romantasy, and I think it is adult, and that is all I know. I know it was a Fairy Loot book a few months back, and I'm just super excited to see what they're about. We have I actually don't know the name of the series, so I'm gonna call it the Bridge Kingdom series by Danielle L. Jensen. So this is a very popular, again, fantasy series. This is another series where I don't know much about the actual plots, but I've just heard the most amazing things. I'm pretty sure this is about the woman is the killer and she's sent to go and kill a prince. I think that is all, but we have the Bridge Kingdom. By saying I think that is all, I don't think that's all the book's about. I think that's all I know about it. I'm not with it today. This was maybe not the best time to film this video, but I'm so excited to put these books on my shelves and I actually sort them. I've been like saving them while they build up over the past few months, and I'm just so excited to put them on my bookshelves, honestly, to be totally real with you. We have the Bridge Kingdom, the Traitor Queen, and then they're getting thicker. We have the Inadequate Heir, and the Endless War. So another series I'm excited to read. I'm excited to read all of these, otherwise I wouldn't have either bought them for myself or asked for them for Christmas and my birthday. Oh my gosh, another huge series that I can't believe I haven't read yet is the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy by Stephanie Garber. I read the first 2 books in the Caraval series and I liked them, but I have no interest in picking up the last book, so I don't have to worry about like it being spoiled for me, because I literally read them years ago. I tried picking up the 3rd one multiple times and I just forgot everything that had happened. So we're just gonna move on to the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. So of course we have Once Upon a Broken Heart, The Ballad of Never After, and A Curse for True Love. These are the cutest covers ever and they all match, and it is so adorable. Oh my gosh, this lighting is really it's really something, isn't it? Then we have my birthday present from Bestie L. We have Daughter of No Worlds. I'm so excited to read this. This is by Carissa Broadbent. I have never read a Carissa Broadbent book, and this is definitely my sign to finally do so. Elle said, it's a crime you haven't read this because I need someone to talk about it with. So I will be reading this. Thank you, Elle. This is a fantasy trilogy. This is much heavier on the fantasy, and the romances are much smaller subplot, and I'm really excited to see what everyone has been raving about with Carissa Broadbent. Speaking of a series everyone's been raving about, we have A Shadow in the Ember by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the first book in the prequel series to the Blood and Ash series. Have I read the Blood and Ash series? No, but I wanted this book anyway. I have the first 3 Blood and Ash books, and I got this one for my birthday, and I'm super excited to actually start this universe. I feel like now I have to. Come on, I have 4 books now. How could I not start it? Oh my gosh, another one. I'm excited for all of these, but like I keep picking them up and getting so excited. We have The Hurricane Wars by Thea Guanzon. Oh my goodness, this is so hyped up. I've wanted to read it for so long. The Night Empire casts a long shadow over the land. Nothing can stand in the way of its might and power. Year by year, the hurricane wars take and take, and yet there is hope in the darkness. One lone light stands against the Empire. This is such an exciting read, and oh my goodness, look at that. That is gorgeous. This is young adult fantasy, I'm pretty sure, but please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on that one. And I think that's all I know about this one too, but I'm super excited. Of course I had to do it. Of course I had to do it. We have Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. 3rd book in the Empyrean series. I'm currently rereading 4th Wing right now. I'm annotating it and tabbing it and having the absolute time of my life. I'm taking it slowly. I'm not rushing. So far I've managed to avoid spoilers for this book, but who knows how long that will last. If you're seeing me less active on TikTok with, like, I'm still posting, but if you're seeing me less active with liking and stuff, I am terrified of getting spoilers, so I'm trying not to watch too many in case I come across one. Okay, that's all the fantasy. Let's move on to, like, mystery thrillers, and I think there's a few horror in here. Those genres tend to get very like mix and match, as in I can't quite tell sometimes if it's supposed to be horror or a thriller or a bit of both, so I put them all in the same category together. I am just gonna fix the lighting because I'm so sorry about whatever this is, but I'm not that pale, okay? Here we go, that's a bit better. All right, let's get started. First up, we have a box set that Liam got me for my birthday. The one and only. It's the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I am so excited. This is like the FBI recruits kids with like super intelligence and they solve crimes, I think. Let's try and get these out of the box. So we have, of course, The Naturals. We have Killer Instinct, All In, and Bad Blood. I remember Elle reading these books when they had the old covers, when people were only talking about the Inheritance Games series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes and no one was talking about the series, and I wanted to read it literally since then. It has been years and I'm so excited I finally have the physical copies and I can get going on binging this, because I will binge it. I know myself, I won't be able to stop once I start. We have No Exit by Taylor Adams. I loved The Last Word by Taylor Adams. This one is about a kidnapped little girl locked in a stranger's van, no help for miles, what would you do? I'm scared. A gripping thriller full of heart-stopping twists. Now I'm even more scared. Yeah. That is all I know. I go into thrillers even more blindly than I go into fantasy. I like knowing nothing because then I'm figuring everything out with no influence from even the blurb a lot of the time. So don't have much to say about the next few books because I know nothing. Playing Nice by J.P. Delaney. I love J.P. Delaney's books. I think I've read everything else from them. What If Your Child Was Really Theirs? Okay, that's literally all I know. I'm hooked. I want to know more. I'm gonna read it. Then we have a book which has had a lot of good reviews, but Destiny Sidwell didn't love it. She DNF'd it, and like, I take her ratings very highly, so I'm a bit nervous, but I've heard so many other really good things. This is a, like, I think it was a Goodreads winner of like best thriller. It's called The God of the Woods, and I know nothing. Again, I know nothing. All it says is a mystery you'll never forget. And that is literally all I know. But like, if a thriller has got a lot of good ratings, I have to read it because I am such a thriller person through and through, honestly. Once I actually review books, I have a lot to say, but like when I haven't read them before, so like TBR videos, book hauls, I find it really hard to think of what to actually say because obviously I don't really know anything about the books because I haven't read them yet. Then we have We Used to Live Here, You Let Them Back In, You Shouldn't Have. That is not the full title. The full title is We Used to Live Here by Marcus Kleewer. But it says You Let Them Back In, You Shouldn't Have. This was a Destiny Sidwell book, like she talked about it, and so I had to read it. And this is about people that move into a new house and then someone comes knocking on the door and it's like, oh, we used to live here, can I show my kids like where they spent the first few years of their life or whatever? And she doesn't know how to say no, so she says yes, and then I don't think they'll leave. I think there's more to it than that. I'm sure there's more to it than that, but like that is all I know. This looks like a pretty short book. It's 312 pages. I honestly, like, this might be the next book I read. I might have to put this one aside and like read it as soon as this video is over because I'm really intrigued. You know what? I'm gonna put it on its own over there and I'm gonna read that later. The Last One at the Wedding by Jason Rekulak. I read Hidden Pictures at the end of last year. It was a 5-star read for me. I cannot stop thinking about that book. So when I found out Jason Rekulak had a new book coming out, of course I had to get it. The guests are arriving and the celebrations are starting, but there's something strange about this wedding. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my god, so excited. I can't wait. This is another one where I might have to, honestly, might have to choose between those two. Like, I'm literally getting like, I'm all giggly now because I'm so excited to read those. And we have Alice Feeney's latest release. If you guys are not new here, you'll know I've been reading Alice Feeney quite a lot lately. I think I only have one other book and then this latest release from her to read, and then I've read them all. This is Beautiful Ugly. Oh, the letters are backwards. That's confused me. Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. I don't actually know anything. I just saw that she had a new book coming out and had to buy it. Like, how could I not? That is all the thrillers. Let's move on to romance. I have 4 books here that I know are romance, and then there's some where there's a couple that we'll just add at the end because I'm not 100% sure, and you guys can tell me in the comments if you want to. First up, I've got 2 books by Lynn Painter. We have Betting on You, which was sent to me by bestie Meg. Thank you so much, Meg. We were literally talking about Lynn Painter books, and I was talking about how I don't think I've ever read one of her young adult books. I've read Mr. Wrong Number and The Love Wager, but I don't think I've read any young adult ones. And then like the next day this showed up from her. So thank you, bestie. Thank you so much. I am so excited. And then I have Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. This was, I think Liam got it for me for Christmas. This is a adult book by Lynn Painter, I think. I actually know absolutely nothing. I think this is about wedding crashes. When Sophie finds out right before getting married that she's been cheated on again, it's time for drastic action. Instead of calling the wedding off, she hires a gorgeous stranger to interrupt the ceremony and confront her fiancé. It's hardly the wedding she planned, but Sophie enjoys taking revenge. So when Max asks if she'll work with him to help others expose their cheating partners, Sophie agrees. Oh my god, that is so cool. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Then Bestie Jess Got Me Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonan Young. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I read the dedication of this when it was self-published. I read the author's note and I sobbed, and that's why I haven't picked it up since. This is written by a woman who has a limb difference, and the main girl has a limb difference and the main guy has he's got a prosthetic leg, it looks like. My mum has one arm, and anytime there's representation in books with limb differences or amputations or like anything like that, it makes me so emotional. I'm gonna get emotional tearing up. I I literally, after I read Redeemed by Lauren Asher, I privately messaged her on Instagram. She never saw it, but love you, girl. Just talking about how so grateful I was for her representation. So when I saw a book that was like purely just a love story and it just had like two characters like this falling in love, I read the author's note and it is making me tear up, like just thinking about it. It just means so much to me when people put inclusivity in books. And thank you, Jess, for getting it for me. I will read it, I swear. I'm just scared that I'm gonna cry. Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This was another present from Bessie L. I have listened to this book. I listened to it when it came out, but I didn't own a physical copy and I've never like physically read it. And now it was the only Emily Henry book I didn't have a copy of, and now thanks to Elle I do. So I'm definitely gonna reread this physically and I can't wait to, and thank you, Elle. Then we've got, okay, this is one I'm not quite sure of the genre. I think there's romance in it. It's been compared to Daisy Jones and the Six a lot, and I think that it's like Hollywood scandal, but there's romance in it, and that is The Favourites by Lane Fargo. It says, to the world they were a scandal, to each other they were an obsession. And I just ordered this off of Amazon and it came with sprayed edges, and purple's my favourite colour, so like this is a sign I need to bump this up the TBR. I've got a Christmas book that Liam bought me for Christmas. Didn't get round to it before Christmas, so I will be reading it this Christmas. We have The Plight Before Christmas by Kate Stewart. I know nothing about this book. Someone recommended it to me. Someone just recommended it on my For You page and I took it as a personal recommendation. It says, spend the holidays with her ex. What could possibly go wrong? Those are the 30+ books. I've got to find space on my shelves now to fit these all in. Oh my god, this is going to be a task and a half. Let me know if you've read any of these, and if so, what did you think? Let me know which ones you want in reading vlogs, or which ones I should prioritize, and everything like that. Thank you to everyone who spoiled me. All my book friends are literally the best. Liam, you're also the best. I don't think anyone else that bought me books is watching, but if you guys are, thanks so much. I hope everyone has a lovely day. If you'd like to see more from me, please be sure to like and subscribe, as I post new videos every 4 days is the schedule right now. I promise I'm usually a lot more put together in my videos. I'm not put together by any means, but I am more put together than I am today, and I say a lot less. I'm just rambling now. Anyway, see you guys later. Be sure to like and subscribe. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!